आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं वातरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ऋकारो अन्धकारो वैरुकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्मविद्या आचार्याय नचिकेतसे नमः. We are in the first chapter, third section of the Kaṭha Upaniṣad. Lord Yama, the Lord Death, is giving the secrets towards this young boy who is very clear with his goal, and he is connected his activities towards the goal. Nachiketas. This young boy asked Lord Death as the third boon given by the Lord Death. Then this boy asked a relevant question. May you reveal the secrets behind the death and birth of a living being. In other words, do we have an life? Do we have a life after our death or departing from this world? After giving up this body, do we have a life in somewhere? If it is over, if it is not there, how? Please, you are the right person to ask this question. And please tell me, what are the things behind the death? So, this question made Lord Death to think about the mindset of this boy. And he given some exams. He tested this boy, whether he is ready to receive this unique knowledge from him. After testing in different ways, like giving some inducement to withdraw his question, or replacing with some other things in the place of his question, you can take that and withdraw your question. It's not meant for you. And in many ways, Lord Death tested this young boy, but he was being confirmed about what he has asked, and he only wants to know the secret behind the life. And Adhikaritvam is being confirmed. Adhikaritvam means in Sanskrit qualification to receive a particular thing. Fitness, in other words. To join the army, you need a certain fitness with your body, with your mind. There should be a, a level of height, a body weight, a required body weight. All these things will make the person to fit to serve the nation by joining the army. So any place you need a qualification, a college degree, or a master degree, or a PhD, or a doctorate, whatever it may be. That qualification only make the person to sit in an appropriate chair or to deal with a proper subject. When you miss the qualification and you receive a unique subject, it will not work for you, and you may be unaware of what you are given. So qualification is important in any field. Adhikaritva. So Lord Death tested this boy, whether this boy is fit to receive his knowledge. And 100% this boy performed his way of vision. What was his vision towards when he asked this question? And the Lord Death was satisfied with his mindset. And the Lord started to reveal in a systematic way this truth. Thus, we are then by revealing one by one, we are in the third chapter of the first section of Kaṭha Upaniṣad, first chapter of the Kaṭha Upaniṣad, third session. And we are in the 13th verse, which we have already saw in the last session. Just I will read and give a brief meaning as a connection towards the new verse. Yachet vang manasi prajnaha tad yached jnane atmani jnanam atmani mahadin yached tad yached shante atmani. Discipline in the communication. When you are aware of what you want to have in your life and what is your aim in your life, we need to give up what we were doing which are not connected towards our goal. If I want to go to a journey, I need a ticket to travel in a train. I should not prepare for a walk. I cannot buy a footwear and be ready to walk because it's a 2000-kilometer journey. And I should reach there after 3 days because I have an interview to get a job in a particular company. I should not buy a footwear and be ready to walk towards this 2000 kilometers destination. There is no connection of buying a footwear in order to attend an interview which is far 2000 kilometers away from my place. You should buy a ticket into a train or a flight and be ready to reach the destination. That is the connection which I say. Connection between the goal and what you are doing. If you are aware of that, you will easily give up all unwanted activities in your life. If you miss the connection, what you are doing and what you are want, then it's a big tragedy in one's life. Having a human birth is a precious thing in one's life. All other living beings are suffering and Their life is almost 80% pain packed. Only human being is supposed to have less pain in life. Having a human being life and missing the goal and doing unwanted things is a tragedy. So Lord Death says the idea, may you resolve your speech, withdraw the senses from the external world if you are clear about the goal. After listening to the traditional teachers' knowledge, what they say, and resolve your senses into the mind, manasi, and from the mind, you withdraw your all thoughts and may you concentrate on the intellect. Intellect means an instrument which is ready to give us the decision in life. If you are enlightened, the decisions will be very clear, appropriate. If you are not enlightened, the decisions may go wrong. That's why the guidance I told in the last class. So may we resolve our thoughts into intellect. From the intellect, may one resolve all the external dealings towards Hiranyagarbha. The first individual soul which is in the creation, Hiranyagarbha. Don't get confused of all these things. I have explained a lot of times what is Hiranyagarbha. From the Hiranyagarbha, Mahadi, may you resolve all the names and forms and thoughts towards this formless state of consciousness, Jnane Atmani, which is in the form of mass consciousness. Jnane Atmani Niyachid. Shantaha. Shantaha means calm, serene, peace. Where there is no names and forms in the life, in the mind, the person is completely serene, peace. No? So, may one withdraw the senses from the external world, because external world is not a God at all, according to the Lord Death's instruction. Of course, spirituality means our dealings should be less in the external world. More you withdraw the senses from the external world, more you are free with your mind and intellect. From the mind, you resolve your all your vasanas, impressions. What are the things which are settled in the mind? May you resolve inside the intellect. Intellect is the instrument which is focusing right now towards the teaching. So intellect is the main thing which guide the mind and senses. Once the intellect got the right vision, there is no role for the mind to play. There is no role for the senses to play, because intellect will decide these things are not going to contribute anything in my spiritual life. All are momentary happiness, just like eating an ice cream. All the happiness are just momentary. I want to be focused. I should focus on the infinite happiness, which became it is me, myself. I don't go for the infinite happiness towards the external world, which might to be me. I am the infinite happiness. All other names and forms can give a momentary happiness, which will start and which will end. Adhyandavantau kaunteya nateshu ramate bhutah. Bhagavad Gita. Momentary happiness. That's why we draw the senses, because our senses are going here and there in search of happiness, in search of security. May one resolve the senses towards the mind. Mind, from the mind to an enlightened intellect. How we will get enlightenment, it's going to say in the next verse. These are all the steps as an adhikaritvam. If one is not prepared to receive the knowledge, after coming to the pursuit of spirituality, may one get ready to receive the knowledge in its own way. If we are not prepared, may you prepare right now while you are listening towards these spiritual things. We need preparation. Prerequisites are essential in the spiritual life. So, withdraw the senses towards the mind and resolve inside the mind. And may one's mind listen towards the intellect which is enlightened. And afterwards, there is nothing to do in the external world. Just you live as long as the body has to live in this world according to its own karma. It may live for 80 years, 70 years, 90 years, 60 years, 101 years. Up to that, you can go along with what your taste and what your needs, like water, food, air, whatever it may be. But you don't have the pressure to go here and there, and you are not a wanting person. You are not behind the desires. You are behind what is to be done in the life. So, after resolving the mind towards the intellect, then the intellect should be resolved into the Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is the first individual, if I can say, in order to get an understanding. When we are meditating, we just have the aware of a body. We just have an aware of where I am sitting. In a small way of awareness is there. This is the resolving, nothing other than that. I have a body and I'm sitting in a place where I'm meditating. Completely, I am focusing in my intellect. That particular stage can be Hiranyagarbha, according to this verse. After that, you don't feel your body notion. You don't feel where you are sitting in think that sleeping also like this. Both are very different. You are aware that you are completely a conscious being in meditation. Nothing more than that. No names and forms, no external world, no feeling of the body. You are just with the consciousness. Completely. That is called Shanti Atman. And you can sit for a length of time, maybe hours. Our sages used to do meditation in this Atma Vishayam, in this consciousness for years. It's a proven fact. You can sit in a place without having any aware of the external world. There is no external world. It's all resolved now. Withdraw the senses means your external world is no more. Because senses are the reporters about the external world. Once you restrict them going towards the external world, there is no external world at all. Like closing the eyes means you are not going to see anything in the world. You are free from the external world. Similarly, not listening at all, not using the taste at all, you are just focusing towards the thoughts which are going towards the mind. And from the mind towards the enlightened intellect. From the enlightened intellect, you may resolve your senses You may resolve all these things towards Hiranyagarbha. Then Shante Atmani Niyachet. If a person can do this, that will be the end of a particular individual life. There is no more an individual there. There is only a pure consciousness living in the form of a body. Others may see your body. You are not in this body at all. You are not aware of the body at all. You are just pure consciousness. That is going to say in the next verse, which I will read and I will give the meaning. Very famous word, verse, sloga number 14 of the third section given by the Lord Death towards Nachiketas. Uttishtata jagrata prapyavaran nibodhatha churasya dhara nishita dhuratyaya durgam pataha tat kavayo vatanti. Once more I will read. Uttishtata jagrata prapyavaran nibodhata churasya dhara nishita dhuratyaya durgam patastat kavayo vadanti. Uttishtata jagrata prapyavaran nibodhata. Swami Vivekananda is fond of this particular Upanishad. A great sage in India whose birthday has been gone 2 days before, January 12th. He was very much fond of this Kaṭha Upanishad, and he was very much fond of Nachiketas, a big, a popular sage of India, Swami Vivekananda. He used to say this particular sentence every time, Uttishtada, Jagrada, Prapyavaran, Nibhotata. What is the meaning of this particular sentence? What Lord Death told to Nachiketas. Uttishtada, arise. Arise means when a person is complete lazy. Keep the spiritual meaning, I will tell you afterwards. How we use this word arise in this empirical world. When a person is lazy, he has to do certain things in his life. And he is not aware of what he has to do in the right time. The time is running out. He is just stick with the mobile. After 45 minutes, he has to do a crucial work in his life. But he is just using his mobile and sitting on the mobile. Then we say, arise. May you do your things which we have to do after 45 minutes. You have to play a crucial role in your life. And you are just sitting with your mobile. When a person is not doing what is to be done in one's life, we say, arise. Please stand up and see the things with your eyes. You cannot miss them. Arise. Because in this world, because of our natural instinct, when we got a birth as a human body, when a human being, we are just focusing our life at what our parents has done, what our grandfathers has done, what our people who are right in front of me doing. Food, shelter, cloth, money, and some material happiness. No other focus in our life. Others also doing the same thing. People are running fast. We have metro trains. Very fast moving trains are there. Fast flying flights are there. Chartered flights are there. Do you think all these people are going to the destination called freedom from limitation? No. They are not having any idea about what is to be done in the human life. I'm not blaming anybody in this world. I am just giving an example. People will be focusing their particular life towards all these things only. Food, a good food. Nowadays, if you go to the YouTube or Facebook, bloggers are there who are reporting from different places of the world. This hotel have this dish. This hotel has this dish. Blood is served. Snake head is served. Rabbits are served. All these things, antelopes are served. Unique things are served. Bizarre foods are there. Lot of channels are there. People are behind 5 things: food, shelter, money, clothes, and material life. Material life means relationships and some other martial app, whatever it may be. They focus their human life only in these things. When a person is completely indulged in all these things, is not aware of anything, what is to be done as an individual in this world, what I should do as an individual, do I have any responsibility in this world? They are not aware of that. Their parents told, study properly, get into a job and make money and get married and settle your life. So he is also focusing only these 5 things: money, clothes, food, shelter, material life like car, a good girl, whatever it is. When we are focusing these type of things, Lord Yama told to Nachiketas, most of the people will be focusing on these things. So you make them understand through one single word: arise. Be ready. You have only a short lifespan as a human being, and you should focus on your aim. That is being told by arise. See with the eyes, open your eyes and see what is to be done. How? And the next word is also very crucial. Uttishtata, arise. Next, jagrada, awake. Awake means when you are sleeping, somebody will say, hello, please get up. If you are in a railway station and you reached there at night 11 o'clock and your train is at 5 p.m., 5 a.m. in the morning, and you just lay down in the platform. Indian platforms nowadays are very clean. You can keep a mat and you can sleep there. Even though there are lawns are there, rooms are there, still platforms are very clean. Suppose you are sleeping there in the platform with your own bed sheets, and because it's night, 11 p.m. or my train is at 5 a.m. Almost 3 o'clock, there will be a small machine which will be spreading some water, and automatically sweeping machine will come. So before that, they will come and call you. Hello, wake up, wake up, wake up, and stay there and go and sit there and you can sleep. We are going to clean. So in this empirical dealing, Uttishtada Jagrada means may you wake up. What is the meaning in the spiritual life? Wake up, Jagrada. We are all focusing our life connected with the name and forms. Nama Rupe Mithuni Kritya mixed up. The life is completely mixed up with the names and forms. My wife, my children, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my bangles, my house, my car, my money, my clothes, my things which are inside my bag. This is called sleep of ignorance, ajnana nidra. You cannot think other than names and forms. You are always thinking one after another, only names and forms, which are completely an illusion, which are having a limited time period in this world. Everything is subject to destruction. And I am focusing on these destructible things. This is called sleep of ignorance, ajnana nidra. Even though I am pure consciousness, and all these names and forms are just as a bubbles in the ocean, which are coming towards the shore and will become vanished once it reaches the shore. And I am making effort to catch each and every bubbles and holding them without having any kind of destruction, which is not possible. Everything is going to vanish in this life. Each and every name and form is going to disappear from my life. Daily we have an experience. In the sleep, I am not aware of any name and form which I was connected in my daytime. My girlfriend is not there. My children are not there. My car is not there. My house is not there. Even the scriptures say a lion is not a lion in the sleep. A king is not a king in the sleep. A servant is not a servant in the sleep. Because when we resolve our senses, mind, intellect, everything inside one individual consciousness, the external world is not at all there. I am not aware of my body. I am not aware of anything in the world. Daily we have a lesson that the permanent sleeping is called death. And what will happen in the death means, this is what we get when this is the experience which we see in our sleep. Once I wake up only, again my wife is there, my children are there, my house is there, my car is there. But when I deal in this external world, when my senses are in full measure, my mind is active, my intellect is active. Still, I deal with the different names and forms. Lot of things are around me, which are the constitution of 5 elements. But I am not aware of the proper thing which is behind them, which is indestructible, which is infinite, which is unlimited. Nowadays, this unlimited word is very famous due to the mobile usage. Unlimited data. We are using this word Anantam in Sanskrit before years, 10,000 years. Unlimited. I am an unlimited consciousness. I am not this limited body. I am an unlimited consciousness. But I am not aware of my unlimited consciousness, my intrinsic nature. This is called Ajnana Nidra. What is right in front of me, what I perceive right in front of me, I take that is me. Aham idam, this is me. That is why in Brahma Sutra he starts with this. Yushpat asmat pratyaya vishayo. Vishaya vishayano. What I perceive, I take, that is me. What I don't perceive, I am not aware of that. Actually, what I don't perceive is my intellectual, it's my intrinsic nature, which is not a name or form. But because of its presence, I perceive everything. So, this understanding can only you will get from a person. You can be arise, you can be wake up. How? Varan prapya, varishta janaha varan. Varan, one who command respect due to their knowledge. Because of their knowledge, they command respect in the society. Varan, varishta janaha. Those who are big with their mind, those who are big with their thoughts, those who are big with their vision, those who are big with their activities. It's not that those who are big with their money. We are not talking about the people. When I say big, means big with their thoughts, right thoughts, big with their dealings. They don't kill any living beings. They don't disturb anybody. They don't take advantage of anybody. These are all big thoughts. When we are crooked and you have a lot of money, you will be big in the society, but you are small, negligent in front of wise. Varan prapya, varishta janan, guru janan. Those people who can guide you properly because their life itself is a role model. What and how they live in this world itself will become a model for you. So they will teach you the right pursuit and they will make you understand who are you. That is the only way to arise and to awake. Varan prapya, having reached in the feet of Guru Janaha, having reached in the feet of traditional teachers who command respect to the because of their knowledge. Nibhodata. May you understand, may you get discrimination from them, what is right and what is wrong. What is the wrong thing you have taken into your life? What is the right thing which you didn't take up to this? May you understand clearly. The discrimination will be there after reaching them when they guide you. Varan prapya nibhodata. Having approached these great people, one whose vision is correct, one whose action is proper, one whose thinking is proper. They don't take any advantage in their life. Their thinking is proper, their dealings are proper, their vision is proper, their lifestyle is totally acceptable for all living beings. This is called, you need not to become a famous personality. In order to become a famous personality, you have to do certain things which others don't do. Even few people are very famous taking off their dress in this publicity, for the publicity, You don't need not to do like this. You are not a person to become famous or personality. We are talking about the people who live a proper life. They are not interested in famous or publicity. They are interested to live a life with the least disturbance, minimum ahimsa, minimum things to be done in this world just for the food and for the things, Thus may one approach those people. Traditional teachers are like this. Their mercy is unlimited. There will be no judgment towards anybody who came to them. He is a thief, he is a womanizer. They don't judge anything. There are limitations in the empirical world. They see as an Atman, a person who came to receive the knowledge, even though he has some limitations, he is ready to receive the knowledge. In course of time, he will give up all his limitations and he become the infinite Brahman. Without any judgment, he can embrace the person who is right in front of him. This is the real traditional teacher, Varaha, Varan. Having approached these great people, may you get the discrimination, what is your intrinsic nature, Nibodhana. I will read that other two sentences and we will discuss those two sentences. We need more explanation on that in the next class. Churasya dhara nishita duratyaya. Durgam patastat kavayo vatanti. Kavayaha vadanti. Simple meaning, and we will stop. Kavi Paradarshinaha. Foreseers who can see what is going to come tomorrow. Those wise people declare that Vadanti. They say, Churasya dhara nishita. Spiritual life is just like traveling through a razor sharp blade. It's very much, one should be aware of what you are doing. And without having any kind of distraction, you focus on the thing. When you are walking through a small path or through a thread, you will be totally concentrating on that if you are a rock walker, Similarly, without disturbing anybody, without taking advantages of anybody, you just walk through the spiritual life with complete concentration, as though you are walking through a razor sharp blade. Churasya dhara. Nishita duratyaya. Duratyaya. It's not very easy to cross over. Churam, razor sharp edge. Churasya dhara. So, may one focus or concentrate on the words of the traditional teacher, because it's very difficult to stay in the spiritual pursuit, because when the distractions comes, we will taken away by them, That's why. Churasya, razor, of the razor, Nishitha dhara, sharp-edged razor, traveling through a sharp-edged razor. And Duratyaya, Dukkena Atyayam. It's very difficult to travel in the spiritual pursuit for a length of time. To stay itself is not an easy thing, because we have some other business to do every day. Some karmas will come and we will be taken away. Somebody wants you to go to golf club. Somebody wants you to go to cycling. Somebody wants you to go to see cricket game. Somebody wants to take you to club. Somebody wants you to take to New Year party. In between what spirituality, you may attend 2 classes and you will give up and you will go away. This is called Churasya dhara. I will explain to you later completely in the next session. May you understand clearly what he wants to say for the death. It's very difficult to travel through the spiritual path for a length of time. One should be very focused, like while a person is traveling through a razor sharp blade, like we are focusing our feet in the rope like, because it's very difficult to cross over. So this is been told by the Kavayaha, one who have traveled and reached the destination. The 4 seers, the wise, declare that spiritual path is not so easy. May one focus completely day by day. I will explain this part in the next class. Okay, these two sentences we need to say a little bit more. We will conclude the class now and we'll see in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Gobrahmanebhya Shupamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Choparahitaha Brahmana Santu Narbhayaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkhapat Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamata Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om